What's up guys, this is Sapphire and I'm joined once again by Varus. Now we're here in the upper bracket semi-finals in the PSI Storm tournament, and we've got Glade spawning as the purple Zerg and his opponent is none other than Kowi spawning as the yellow Protoss. Now Glade should need no introduction, being it's mOOnGLaDe and probably the most famous player in all of Southeast Asia because of his performances in HCH and a bunch of other tournaments. But Kowi is no slouch either. And it looks like we're seeing a 6 pull here from Glade. That's going to interrupt my introduction. This is Steps of War, so you can always expect crazy shenanigans. And looking like Glade is going to open up with a classic 6 pull. A little bit of friendly banter going on just to disguise it. And it's really going to be up to Kowi to completely scout this out. He's thrown down the pylon in his mineral line, and as opposed to walling off at the ramp, which is going to cost him. And it's just going to be curious as to whether or not Glade sends all of his drones with him when he attacks. So this is a crazy opening, and this is Steps of War for you.
Yeah, this is dangerous for Kowi at the moment. He hasn't even sent his scout out now. It's only just going out now. He's not even going to know about this. And the pull's just popped now, so the scout's going to get here just as 6 Zerglings run straight into his face. So Kowi might be in a little bit of trouble here if he doesn't get ready for this. And like you said, he hasn't put his pylon in any position to block. So yeah, this could be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, by choosing not to wall off the ramp, he does save a little bit of travel time by getting his buildings up as quick as possible, but it means that once he's seen the Zerglings, and he's seen the Zerglings now, if he had have walled off, he could have just thrown that pylon to save him some time. As it stands, Glade has not sent his drones. Would have actually expected him to bring off his drones. He is going for the double gas so that he hits the 10 supply. He'll cancel those once he gets 2 extra Zerglings, so he can get himself up to 12 supply without cancelling. But here come the Zerglings into Kowi's main now. It's going to come down purely to micro. He doesn't even have the Chrono Boost to burn on that Zealot. Just going to have to go in and out with these probes right now. Decent micro here from Kowi, trying to keep those probes. 2 probes down, 3 probes down, and Glade slowly bleeding on his Zerglings, but he's taking out a lot of probes. Kowi kept the mining going, still being cornered there. A little bit of a mistake by Kowi, thought they were finished, they weren't. More Zerglings coming in for Glade right now, but he's killed a lot of probes. There's only 7 probes left, trying to get some more online desperately, but now Glade has done more damage to Kowi's economy than he did to his own by doing this rush, considering the amount of units in Kowi's base right now. Kowi's got to be careful not to get this Zealot trapped. I don't know if he's going to be able to save that pylon. If he loses this gateway, he's going to be in terrible trouble. Glade going for this round. He gets this round. This Zealot is in huge trouble. Needed to save that. He doesn't. Now another Zealot is out. Good timing there for Kowi, burning the Chrono Boost on the Zealot, but Glade is just bringing more and more Zerglings online. Finally gets cleaned up, but the damage here is just massive, and it's going to be really hard for Kowi to turn this around.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're looking at 8 harvests to 6 still, so if Kowi can hold on, he's still going to be a little bit ahead. Some really nice micro at the start of that fight, bringing the damage probes back and bringing the healthy ones forward to just keep the defense up until the Zealot came out. If he can get these 2 Zealots out, I think he should be okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Kowi recovers from this. Throwing the Zealot into the gap here, just trying to keep these Zerglings contained. The ideal way to fight them is 1 or 2 at a time in these narrow channels. Got to watch the surround. Bit of a mistake there by Kowi. Going to lose this Zealot very, very cheaply, and every unit counts right now. Going to get a second surround off. This is really bad considering the number of Zerglings in his base. More streaming in. These probes are at huge risk. Kowi did so well with those probe micros and initially, but now he's just given away those 2 Zealots way too cheaply. Once again having to pull all his probes off and lose all that mining time. Chases the final 5 Zerglings off, but more on the way. Glade is continuing to pump them, picking off a few stray probes now, just darting in and out, just to try and snipe probes, and the probe count is just continually going down. Kowi is somehow surviving. Zealot goes down again. Another Zealot online though, so it's very touch and go right now. Glade is not investing anything into getting probes online. He's just constantly pumping these Zerglings, trying to hammer Kowi and just keep the pressure up. And it's just a question of how long can Kowi hold on, and can he turn this around?
Yeah, every time I think Kowi might be holding and another wave comes in, those 2 Zealots, he really needed to keep those. That hurt him so badly. He dropped about 4 or 5 probes he lost in that exchange, I think. So yeah, he's really going to have to keep these Zealots alive. He can't let them get surrounded, and he's actually built a pretty decent base to wall off and block with their Zealots, but just can't let them get out and surrounded, otherwise he's in some real big trouble.
Yeah, constantly fighting here. Kowi's not getting a moment's respite. Glade is just continuing to hammer him, trying to split the attack now, trying to open a channel into these probes. This Zealot on the right-hand side is probably going to go down. The left Zealot has taken a lot of damage, but it's cleaning up his Zerglings. Another Zealot has come out now. Glade's just bringing in an Overlord that's probably misrallied there. Now he's bringing more and more Zerglings online, hitting around 18 supplies. He's actually supply blocked, which is a shock. I don't normally see Glade get supply blocked. Kowi is coming up close against his supply cap as well. Got to protect his pylons. Looking like Glade wants to take out this crucial pylon. If he can stop the production of these Zealots, he'll be in good shape, but it's just a case of these Zealots are now starting to come in. There is a squad of 4. They're going to be able to hold pretty nicely. Even a Cybernetics core coming online, and Kowi has a lot of gas. If he can start getting sentries out, this will completely turn this around. But Glade is now getting some free shots on Kowi's pylon. Cannot lose his pylon. It will unpower this gateway and set him hugely behind. Looking like this pylon may go down. Glade trapping these 2 Zealots from reinforcing. This pylon finally goes down just as the 2 get mopped up. Gateway is offline. 2 more pylons coming in. But this is really crunch time because now Kowi is supply capped and there is more and more Zerglings continuing to stream in. But he has no ability to produce units. Only just now getting back online. Starting a Stalker instead of a Sentry, which is an interesting choice. I would have thought if he can get a Sentry and throw a few force fields down in these channels, it could really help him out here. Going to take out another pylon unless he's careful. Got to surround off there. Glade is just really not giving Kowi an inch here. Kowi trying to hold this little channel again. Going to lose this Zealot. Desperately running to his workers to try and keep it alive. Holding in between the mineral line there. And then finally, the pylon goes down, trapping this Stalker, the hero Stalker. Kowi's so famous for his Stalker micro, not even given a chance there. Now he's forced to use his probes again, and Kowi calls GG. So, pretty crazy steps match there, and really surprising opening from Glade.
Wow, that was the longest, probably the longest 6-4 I've ever seen go on. There's some beautiful micro there by both sides, but I think Glade's micro was just too strong, and he just kept the pressure up, and eventually Kowi just could not hold it. Too many good surrounds on those pylons and Zealots, and yeah.
Hell of a game to start off with. This is a best of 3 though, and the winner from this goes to the upper bracket final, and the loser has to go through the double elimination lower brackets. So, looking forward to game 2.